calm down, cause he just wanna learn something, so I teach him something. I am the one that teach.
Call me 10 wins and 20.
If I have a red apple on the table, I want you to show me the red of the apple. And you say, you can't do that. Well, of course
no,
not,
you're moving
because
the goalpost.
red.
You're moving
no,
the
this
goalpost.
is the exact same
We don't
thing.
care about colors.
This is the exact same thing. It's
hold on.
adjective.
If it was the, hold on.
Excuse me, I'm talking. I'm talking. You are allowed to talk.
You're not correct.
No,
you're not correct.
I am
You
talking.
said it's the exact same thing.
I am talking.
If it was the exact same thing.
I am talking. I'm talking now. You had your chance. You don't understand.
If it was the exact same thing, the words would be the exact same. Don't say I don't understand.
Excuse me.
Don't say I don't understand.
Excuse me.
Don't explain something with I don't understand.
You don't
explain
understand.
something with then explain it.
Shut up.
Then explain it.
Shut up.
Then explain it. Don't say I don't understand. Don't say I don't understand. Don't say that. Explain it.
Okay.
If you don't understand, then you can't explain it.
Be quiet.
Then explain it.
Be quiet.
It is actually a...
Then explain it.
Hang on, could I just say something here? It is actually a fair thing that RightThe is saying, that because you often say you don't understand. It's something that we hear quite a lot. On both sides, to be fair, we do hear quite a lot of that. You don't understand. You just don't understand. And it does sound very patronising when you actually say that. So, it's RightThe says, if you say he doesn't understand, okay, and he says he does understand, you know?
But he does.
But if he claims that he does, this is where you need to move past that.
No, Ranty, would you show me the red of the apple?
No, see, you're moving. You're moving.
Show me.
You're
That's
moving.
That's not moving. That's not moving.
Yes, I'll show you how
want
to
me
move.
to show
Okay,
me the flat?
Brenda,
we're talking space-time. You move it to colors.
The flat of space-time. You want me to show you the flatness of space-time.
I want you to show me space-time, not colors.
I want you to show me the redness of an apple.
You're moving your proof from having to prove space-time to me having to prove an apple, because you can't prove space-time, so you request that I prove something.
You're not understanding the difference between
an
adjective
we don't understand.
and a noun.
There she goes. He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand, so he can't explain it.
And a noun.
Brenda, here's the thing. Instead of saying somebody doesn't understand, explain it. But you can't because you don't understand.
I can't explain it.
So show me you put it in space.
I will do that if you will shut the fuck up.
Oh, now it's triggered.
Well, fuck you with your it shit.
No, it's because it doesn't know how to keep its temper.
Piece of shit.
And now it's just a ball of anger. Yep, it's an animal. It is an animal that I can manipulate.
You piece of shit.
Yep, I will call you an it as long as you react to it, because that's what it's do. Humans don't react to words like this, because humans are real people. You're not. You're a robot that I can manipulate.
Fuck off!
Randy, is this really what you want? We need this? We need this thing? It's starting to sound more like a man. Look, it's starting to sound like a man now. You can hear it. Look at it. Look how deep its voice is getting. Oh, it's deep. Oh, it's getting its testosterone. The estrogen is falling away. Control of itself. Humans are in control of themselves. It is not. This thing is not in control of itself. Listen to it. This is what my chickens do. This is what my chickens do. My chickens just go rah, 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 rah.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Bro, this is like a child. Listen to it go. Oh my god, this is hysterical. This is look at the projection. This thing is projecting its inner rage right now. Get it all out. Get it all out. Maybe you'll have a good day tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow you'll wake up and believe you're a man. Get it all out.
Fuck off!
This is impotent rage. This is what you do when you're not in control. When you, I'm actually, people don't realize that I'm actually a psychologist. So what is happening right now is the lack of control in their own life gets manifested in uncontrollable anger.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Now, do I get to fucking talk or not? You fucker! Shut up!
Would you trust the judgment of anybody who does this? If this person came and told you the world was a ball, what would you say?
Fuck off! Shut the fuck up!
Brenda, you are the best representative for Ball Earth I could ever ask for.
Shut up! You're not a ball. You're not a flat earther. You're a troll. You're a clown. You've told everybody you're a ball earther.
Yeah, I said it once and you believed it like an idiot.
Shut up! I get to talk. What the fuck is wrong with you, Ranty?
What is wrong with him? What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you, Ranty?
You just went nonstop, shut the fuck up, for 35, 40 minutes. And then you ask what is wrong with Randy? What is wrong with you?
Shut up! Shut up! Now shut up! Ranty, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why would it?
Randy.
Why would it be my problem?
Yeah.
Randy,
You should have muted it. Randy, what
Randy.
is wrong with you? You should have
Randy.
muted it 5 minutes ago.
Ranty, what the fuck is wrong with you, Ranty? You fucker. What's wrong with you?
Why is it my problem, Brenda? I mean,
Because
you
you're
two,
fake.
you two are having.
You're not moderating.
I am moderating.
That's why.
I'm letting
No,
you
you're not.
two.
You're not doing shit. You're not doing shit, Ranty.
Brenda.
No, he's letting you
You're-
make your argument. This
Shut
is
up.
your argument,
Shut
and you're
up.
making it. He's just
No,
letting you
Randy.
make it.
You're failing to moderate this.
No, Brenda. The whole
Yes, you are.
No,
whole
shut up.
format on this show is that
No.
you own your own words. So everything you bring, and it's all on you. I'm not going to have you back anybody's back. I'm not going to have right the hands back. I'm not going to have.
I can expect that you're not going to
anybody's-
ever moderate anybody. Is that correct?
Oh, I will when it gets.
No, you're not.
Super
When it gets
bad.
what?
Super
This isn't super bad.
No, you've made
This
a
isn't super
mountain out
bad.
of a molehill, Brenda.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not
did.
making a mountain out of a molehill.
You did. To be
No,
fair.
I'm not. Being
If you
being
listen
abused,
back, if you
being
listen
verbally
back,
abused and
Brenda,
ridiculed.
what do you care what I think? Why do you care what I think? Why do you let
being
other people
abused
get
by
to you?
this piece of shit?
No,
is
you're abusing
justified.
yourself. You
My
allowed
anger is
yourself.
justified.
You allowed yourself.
You
You allowed
allowed this piece of
yourself
shit
to be abused.
talking over me.
You abused yourself,
don't
Brenda.
allow me to talk. No, you did. You're the bully.
Yeah, but nobody
You're
nobody
the bully.
made you react the way you did.
You're-
That was completely
Yes.
on you.
No,
You're
it
the one
wasn't.
that chose to get
No,
triggered and
that's
started
not how
screaming.
it works.
No,
You are guilty.
so I can control
You're
you?
the bully.
Are you so
You're
I
the
can make
bully.
you do something?
You're the
Can I
bully.
make you be a flat earther?
You're the
Could I
bully.
bully you into being a
You're
flat
the
earther?
bully. You're the bully. You shut up. You're the piece of shit. Now,
I'm not
do I
talking
get
right
to
now.
fucking talk or not, Ranty?
yes. Now listen.
You-
Now
no,
that you've
you-
no
I-
listen. Now that you've both got it all out of your system, which is great. You've both had it. You've both finally
You're a piece
exhausted
of shit,
everything.
Ranty.
Now
You're a
that
piece
you've-
of shit.
Now that you've exhausted
You are.
all those avenues, you
You're a
can now
piece of
get
shit.
back. Now you can get
Allow-
back.
I
Whoa, whoa,
I
calm
think,
down, calm
go
down.
on.
Now
I
you
think,
can
No,
get. Wait
you
a
allow
minute.
this shit to
Wait
go
a
on,
minute.
Ranty.
Wait
well,
a
allow
to
minute.
be
this
fair
shit
to
to
Brenda, I think the problem.
Now-
is,
no,
you
wait
allow
a minute.
This shit to go on, Ranty.
Now you
It's on
can.
you.
Now you can get back to the debate.
This is on you.
Now you can get
This is
back
on
to the
you,
debate.
Ranty. This is on you.
Now you can get back to the debate.
This is on you.
Brenda, this is all on you.
It's not a matter. I think.
We're not getting shit.
Brenda, you lost your cool.
I don't care.
Brenda, space-time's
I
not a
don't-
real
shut
thing.
up.
It's a mathematical
Shut up, you
construct.
fool. Shut up,
Gravity doesn't exist. Stop
Shut up.
preaching nonsense.
fool. Now I get to talk. When do I get to talk? Because
Jesus
all I
Christ.
have
You've
is
been
you
talking.
people
Shut the fuck
up.
all I have is you people over talking me and mocking me, ridiculing me, making fun of me, verbally
Oh, now
abusing
you're a
me.
victim.
So-
Jesus
No,
Christ.
Brenda,
yes,
that's not true.
Yes, yes,
No,
I am a
Brenda.
victim here. I'm
You're
a
not a
victim.
You're not
Yes,
a
I
victim.
am.
You just talk shit, Brenda. And you
I'm
don't
not
get
a victim.
called out.
I'm not a
Yes.
victim. I was just
Yes.
verbally
And-
screamed at for the past 10 minutes. How am I not a victim?
Because
I'm just
you're
man
the one-
enough to not.
You're the one provoking it. You know exactly what you're doing.
Okay,
Yes,
so
you
I
are.
can
You're
control you.
poor.
That's so you're a
You're
robot.
Now
So you're
shut the
so
fuck
you're
up.
my puppet.
Now
You
shut
admitted
the
it.
fuck up. Yeah, that's how you get your little jollies off. Is you think that you're in charge because you make people get angry at you because you're
No,
such.
I just show that people aren't
That's
in
what-
control.
Right
I
the
think-
hand, right the hand. Be fair. Come on,
That's what
let
you
Brenda speak.
That's what
Let
you
us
do.
let us speak.
He doesn't let me speak.
Tell him to
Nobody-
talk about
you
something
don't.
that isn't
No,
me.
right hand. Come on,
Now
just
shut up.
give her
Now,
1
all-
minute at least.
Shut
Give
up.
her a minute.
All of you, shut up.
Okay. then.
Every single one of you, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. All of you, you're pieces of shit. Every one of you is a piece of shit. You're human excrement. You're the shit that comes out of your fucking mouth. That's all you are. Is your shit. All of you are shit.
Okay.
Every
Still
one
doesn't
of
make gravity a force, though, does it,
Hang
Brenda?
on, wait a
You're
minute.
shit.
Let
That's
Brenda,
all that
let Brenda get it
mouth
out of the
is
system.
shit.
Let
You're
Brenda
just
get it out
shit,
of the system.
Ranty. You're shit, Ranty. Now shut up. You shut up, Ranty. Shut up. Every one of you, shut the fuck up. You're all shit.
We're listening, Brenda. Go ahead.
Anything more to say?
What? I'm not fucking talking to any of you. Fuck off.
Doesn't make gravity a force, though,
Fuck off.
Brenda.
And
Fuck
Brenda,
off.
it's not as
You're
bad as
not
you
getting
think.
to
Doesn't
talk.
make space-time
You're
real
not
either.
getting to talk. You're not getting to talk. Shut up.
We don't need to. You're
Shut
saying
up.
more than enough
Shut
for
up.
everybody.
Yeah, go shut up. You think this proves something? It just
It does. It proves
that
you're a
an
maniac.
asshole. It just proves that you're a fucking troll and that
Oh,
you're
no.
able to trigger me. Big fucking deal.
No,
No,
we're
it proves you're
we're
not in
targeting
control of your
you,
emotions.
Brenda. Obviously, right the hand. Brenda has.
triggered me. You
Look.
triggered me. Big
Yeah.
whoop-de thrill.
Right.
Any fucking idiot can do that. Any fucking
Right.
idiot can trigger somebody Any fucking
Actually,
idiot.
Brenda, to be honest, this
No.
is the first
Yes,
time I've ever
yes.
seen you triggered. So not anybody can do it.
Well,
Well,
that's
no,
true.
I mean,
That's true.
recently I think Brenda's been trying to.
I was deeply insulted by RightThe Hand. He went right for me for my sexuality. He insulted me.
No, it had nothing to do with
He
your
insulted
sexuality. It was
me.
your gender.
Yes, it did. Yes, he
No,
did.
sexuality
My
has to do with like sexual
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
Gender
you
is biological.
you
What
insulted
state
me
you are in.
Sexually, you insulted me.
No,
You
gender.
insult me. You abused me.
Gender.
You abused me. You abused
Brenda,
me.
do you know what abuse
now
is?
shut up. Now shut up. Everyone,
Is this abuse?
Shut up. Shut up.
Is this abuse?
Shut up. Everyone, you shut
This
the
is an
fuck up.
adult
Brenda,
ball.
I think you need
Fuck
to relax.
off.
Well,
And this is an adult that believes the Earth is a ball.
Fuck
This
you.
is how they deal with.
Brenda,
This is how they
calm
deal
down.
with things.
Shut
You
the
need to
fuck
calm.
up.
You need
Fuck
to
off.
calm down.
No, I'm not going to.
Guys,
You're
can you
getting fucked.
just let Brenda get it out of the system?
You're going to have to end the show. Fuck you.
No, Brenda,
You're
you
not getting
need
this
to
off.
relax. Just think
Shut
about
up.
what you, Brenda.
No.
Think about the
No, I
future.
don't want
No,
to.
Brenda.
Shut
Look,
up.
look
Shut
at the bigger
up.
picture.
You're a fucking troll.
Look at the bigger
Hey,
picture,
hey,
Brenda.
Randy, why don't you just
You're a
restart the
fucking
show and
troll.
delete this
Shut
one?
the fuck up.
Just
Everyone,
delete it, Randy. Just
Fuck
start
off.
over.
fuck off. Every one of you. Fuck off.
Nobody's ever got.
Shut
Nobody.
up, Brenda.
David, you're the
Fine.
stupidest motherfucker on the earth. Shut up.
Just
Shut up,
restart
David.
the show.
Shut up. Shut up, David. Shut up.
Brenda,
Shut
are you
up.
causing the tides to rise?
Quiet. Shut up.
Come on, guys. Come on.
No,
seriously.
you don't
Brenda,
get
what
to
is
talk.
the
You
actual
don't get to
problem?
have a
Is it
show.
what Right the Hand
You
said? Is
don't
it what
get to
Anthony
have a
said? Is it
show.
what Ranty said?
You don't get to have a show. Now shut up.
Brenda, what
This
is
You
is
don't
the
get
show,
to have a
Brenda.
show. This show is over. You're not getting
Welcome
another
to the
word.
show.
The show is
Where you
over.
don't
Brenda,
know.
Show is over.
What is the
You
issue?
don't know.
Shut up. Shut up.
You gotta delete
Shut
it, man.
up.
Just delete
Shut up,
it.
David.
Don't end the
Shut
show,
up.
bro. There's like 130 people
I'm
watching.
not going to end
No,
the show.
we need to find out what the problem
Shut
is.
up.
Brenda,
Just
is
shut
the
up.
problem
No.
what Right
Shut up.
Hand said,
That's
what
it. Shut
Anthony
up.
said, or what
Shit.
Ranty said, or what
Shut
I
up.
said?
Shut up.
Is it because we said space-time doesn't
You
exist?
Shut up.
gotta
Shut
restart the show. Come on, man.
No.
Be
Listen,
quiet.
guys, listen.
Now fuck
At
off.
the end of the day, I
Fuck
want
you.
Brenda to get this
Fuck
out of
off,
the system.
Randy.
It's part
Shut
of
up,
the healing.
Randy.
It's
Because
part
I
of the
called you
Shut up.
FaceTime
This
in
is
it.
part
Shut
of the
up.
healing process.
Shut up.
It's part of the
Shut
healing
up.
process.
Let it out, Brenda.
Shut up.
Go on.
There's
Get
no
it.
healing process.
You-
Fuck
There is
off.
a
Let it out,
healing
Brenda.
process.
Honestly, once
There
you
is
get,
healing.
Don't hold
get
back,
this out of
Brenda.
your
Let it
system,
go.
you'll feel
Shut
better.
up.
You'll feel better afterwards.
Shut
Honestly,
up.
we're here for you.
Yeah, and I think the problem is that Brenda's been trying to get this out for a long time here, and I think if she talks about
No,
it,
it has nothing to do with that. Just shut up.
Oh, you are manifesting your interior feelings.
Come on,
You
come on.
oh, right the
Fuck
hand,
off.
come on.
Hugo,
Fuck
don't
off,
rub
you
it
piece
in,
of
man.
shit. You're a fucking piece of shit. Shut up.
heard that one already.
Shut up.
Because we don't want Brenda to do
Shut
anything
up.
silly.
Shut up,
We can see
Bert.
that she's in a rage, she's in a state, and she's very frustrated.
Yeah.
Now she could do
told
something,
me.
right?
Bert, you told me personally, you're not a flat earther. You are not a flat earther, Spurs. Right
Brenda,
the hand.
I
is another
understand.
troll. Right the hand is not a flat earther.
Okay.
Right?
Brenda,
And Spurs,
but the-
Gizmo, you're not a flat earther, are you,
Brenda.
Spurs? That's
I'm a
why
flat
you've been
earther.
trolling. Spurs, that's why you've been trolling Nathan with your bullshit about pressure.
Brenda, I
Right? That's because you
understand.
made that
He
bullshit.
actually has a point
You're
on
not,
pressure, man.
You're not, he doesn't. You're not a flat
Yeah.
earther, Spurs.
Barometers
You're
and thermometers
You're a
measure
troll.
liquid
I'm
You're
a
a
expansion,
flat
troll.
not pressure.
Brenda, you need to look within
No,
and look
I
at
don't
yourself.
think you need
Okay.
to do fucking shit.
No,
I
you're
don't
the
need
one
to do
freaking
shit.
out right now, Brenda. Okay.
Shut
Nobody
up.
else. Other than
Shut
you.
up.
Yes.
Shut
Bro,
up.
this is what
Quiet.
happened when I learned space
Shut
time
up.
isn't real.
Shut up. Right the hand is the dumbest motherfucker ever.
Brenda.
This is how I
stop
felt when I
freaking
realised
out.
that Einstein didn't
I
Don't
happen.
speak out
I
in this way.
destroyed you.
Yes.
And
Now, I've just taken these guys off for just a few seconds here, guys, because Brenda wasn't supposed to be on the panel tonight. She actually asked to join from the chat. She made several requests to join the panel, which she has done. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't supposed to go like this, but I'm not going to change the format. I'm not going to change the show. It is what it is.
fuck off.
Can I say something now?
Fuck off. You're not
One
getting
second.
anything. You're not getting anything.
Can I say
Shut
something,
up.
Brenda?
Shut up. No, shut up.
Right,
Oh,
man.
Brenda, you're giving us plenty.
Tell them your story, right?
I'm gonna
Hand
have-
up.
I'm
gonna make a
Tell them
video
your
on
story,
this.
I
man.
suppose. Yeah, I don't
Fuck off.
know.
Brenda,
Sorry,
just calm
man.
down, relax.
Fuck off.
Brenda, I'm gonna make a
Fuck
music
off.
video called
You get
"Shut the Fuck
nothing.
Up."
You're
You
telling
get-
your story,
shut the
man.
fuck,
So
shut
shut
the
up.
fuck,
Hey,
shut the
Brenda,
fuck.
we're sorry, all right? Now go on with the show. Tell us
Shut
to go
up.
ahead. Hurry
Shut
up.
up. Shut up.
No, Brenda, calm
Fuck
down.
off.
Brenda. Let's
No.
continue the show. So,
Fuck off.
Brenda.
Shut up.
Brenda,
Fuck
Brenda.
off. No.
Brenda,
Sorry,
No.
Brenda, but can't you just calm down
Fuck
for a
off.
can we
bit?
just get back to
I'm
what we're
not
talking
going
about?
I'm
Let's go back
not
to
going
story.
to. Fuck
Brenda,
off.
this is a
Shut
live
up.
stream. You understand
I
that,
don't
right?
give a fuck.
This
Shut
is
up.
live, not behind the scenes. People are listening
Fuck
to
off.
this.
Who cares?
Yeah, I think
Fuck off.
if
You
I think-
don't get a show. You're not getting a show tonight. You're not getting a show tonight. So fuck off.
All right, Brenda, why?
not
What's
getting
the
the show.
All right, tell us
You
why.
don't get to talk about
Why?
that.
Brenda, you
You
don't realize
talk
that
about
you're
anything.
putting
You
on
don't
a
get to
better
talk.
show than we
You don't
could
get to
ever
talk.
do.
You don't get to do
This is
anything.
comedy
You don't get
gold.
to say anything. You don't get to do anything or say anything. So shut up.
Because you can't
don't
prove
get
your
to talk.
points.
No, get
If
to
I
shut
couldn't prove
up.
my points,
You
I
can't.
would shut down the
can't.
voices of everybody
did-
else.
you
That's what
did-
I would do.
No, that's
Massive shout out to Earth is Seriously Flat and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Earth for smashing the super chat. Thank you very much.
you didn't let me talk. You didn't let me talk, and Ranty didn't moderate.
If I didn't let you talk,
You
how
didn't
do I
let
know
me
that you
talk.
said space-time is
You
flat, space-time is
didn't let me talk
Euclidean,
because you're a
Euclidean
fucking
is flat?
moron. You don't know the difference between an adjective
Come on,
and a
just
noun.
say
You're
his
so,
Brenda,
story,
you're
man,
going
so
to
we can
pass
get on
out.
with it. He's
Fucking
sorry,
slow
okay?
you're so fucking stupid. You're so fucking stupid. You don't know the difference between
Oh,
an adjective
Brenda,
and a noun.
All right,
That's
he
how
apologized. I just heard it. He
That's how
apologized. Shut
incredibly
up over
fucking
there.
stupid you are.
Oh,
You don't,
Brenda,
and don't
come
let
on.
people talk. You don't let me talk. And Ranty didn't do his fucking
Brenda,
job.
you
and
can
keep
talk.
you
All right,
quiet
Brenda,
you
and
haven't
allow
stopped
me to
talking.
respond.
Hold on,
You
just a
didn't
minute,
let me
Brenda. Just a
respond.
minute.
Ranty,
Just
shut up,
a
Ranty.
minute,
Shut the
Brenda.
fuck up. Fuck off.
Just a
Ranty.
minute, Brenda.
Shut up. Shut up,
You
Ranty.
asked to join the
Fuck off.
panel,
Shut up.
and here you
Shut
are.
up. Shut up.
I'm sorry, but it is funny. It's funny how triggered you are when I'm trying to moderate
Yeah,
here.
fuck off. No, I'm not.
I'm trying to bring you back into the
You're
not
fold and
triggered?
say, let's just talk. Let's just talk.
Brenda claims she's not triggered, right? One for in chat. One for Brenda's triggered today.
You're not gonna get to
Any
do
other number
anything.
for she's not.
You're not going to get to talk about anything. Shut up.
Brenda, we could just terminate this call and start a new call without you in it. You do realise that, right?
No, but let's calm Brenda down
you have
first.
to
I
do.
think. I feel if we can find
That's
the
what you have
cause
to do.
of this
Shut
effect.
up.
I know what the cause is.
Shut
I
up.
know what
What is
the
the
Shut
cause
cause
up.
of this
She's all
effect?
putting
Please
up
stop.
with me.
Shut up.
It was caused.
Shut up.
That's why.
Shut up.
That's the reason.
That's what you have to do. If you want this to stop, you have to end the show. Now,
We don't have to
fuck
end the show
off.
at all. We can just end the call, you Burke.
End the show.
No,
Yeah.
Andy,
End
be
it.
fair.
End
Be
it.
fair.
End it.
I think
End the
that's
show.
probably what I'm going
End the
to
show.
do.
Anthony,
You
no.
fucking shit.
Ranty, don't end the show.
No,
Just
no,
end the
no,
call.
no,
end the
Start
show.
a new
I think
call.
I am going to end
You're
the show.
fucking
No,
cowards.
Ranty, don't end the
You're
show.
fucking
No,
cowards.
Don't end the show.
don't end
Just
the
end the
show.
call.
Fucking cowards.
No, we
You
need to
couldn't-
find the cause of this
No,
effect.
here, I'll tell you the cause.
I'm
Yeah,
with Spurs
the
chemo. I
cause.
think we should treat this like a scientific experiment.
First, fuck
What?
off.
So, should we
What's the
pick
independent
the independent variable?
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Ranty, don't end the show. Just start a new
The thing is,
call.
You're afraid
No, come on.
you couldn't debate me in a one-on-one in a million years. You couldn't do it. What you have to
debated you
do
in a one-on-one already.
No, you haven't. No, you didn't.
You
No,
can't even
didn't.
find gravity, but
You
you
didn't
didn't.
do that. You were in there with Ranty, and Ranty allowed you to abuse me. That's what happened.
Bro, what do you think will happen one-on-one?
Ranty allowed you to talk over me. So you didn't. You couldn't beat me in a one-on-one
Yeah,
in
but
a million.
one-on-one,
Brenda,
one-on-one,
you do
you
realize-
don't have anybody to help them.
With an actual moderator who did his fucking job.
You do realise that
Oh, you didn't do your fuck. Shut up.
the rumpus
Shut
has
up.
been in, and he's
Randy,
handled
shut up.
himself quite
Fuck
eloquently
off.
against
Yeah, fuck
3 or
you.
4 flat earthers that
Fuck
were in
you.
here.
Fuck you.
I just want,
Fuck
we're trying
you.
to get you
Fuck
to
you.
calm down a little bit.
No.
If you're not
No.
going to calm down, I will
No.
just start a new call
Fuck
without you
off.
in it, Brenda.
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Fuck off.
I will do.
You couldn't. In any one-on-one debate
No,
with any one of
you
these
should've seen
people,
that
I would
alone.
destroy you. In any one-on-one debate with any of you, I would destroy you.
You wouldn't,
Any one
Brenda.
of
Yeah, 'cause
with
that's
the, with the
Brenda, no,
real
I wouldn't agree
moderator.
with
You're
that,
just a
Brenda.
with the
denier,
moderator,
I wouldn't agree
with
with
the
that.
moderator,
Deny.
with the moderator
Randy,
who
you've
actually
got to
did his
keep the
fucking
show
job.
going.
The
Keep going.
moderator who did his fucking job.
You obviously
That's
don't
right.
know this format, Brenda.
I don't give a shit.
The format is you
You
own
have an
your own.
obligation.
You bring
have
in
an
your own
obligation.
proofs.
You have an obligation.
all on
You
your
have
own.
an obligation, Ranty. You have an
To do
obligation, Ranty. You have an obligation to make sure that your other guests don't talk over and abuse
No, I don't.
your guests. Yes, you do.
No,
yes,
I
you
don't.
do.
Brenda, this is the
You have an
aftermath, Brenda,
obligation.
not a
This
debate.
isn't a debate.
This is just
This
chit
This is
chat.
just chit chat after show.
Well, then you still have an obligation
asked
to
to join,
prevent
Brenda.
to moderate the people in your debate. You still have an obligation.
No?
Yes.
No.
Brenda,
And
don't you think you have an
failed.
obligation to
No,
act like a
shut
normal
up.
human being?
Shut up. Shut up. You're not.
Brenda,
you.
how
So
many
we have no
points?
personal
How many
obligations?
points?
Go fuck yourself.
Brenda,
Now
how many
fuck
points?
off.
how many times
Now
when,
fuck
let's
off.
just say,
Just
any of
shut
us are
up.
talking to people
Shut
and
up.
we're called idiots,
Shut up.
you
Shut
have to
up.
just suck it up.
Shut up.
She ain't gonna quit, man.
Shut up.
Ranty, just start a fresh call.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
fuck off.
make that
You're
right
a
now.
fucking piece of shit, Ranty. You're a fucking piece of shit. You did this on purpose, didn't you? You
Yeah,
allow
thanks, Breanda.
you allow globe earthers to come in here, and you allow flat earthers to do whatever the fuck they want, don't you? You're a fucking
Brenda.
piece of shit.
Brenda,
You're
He's
a
been letting you
saying-
do whatever
hang
you
on a
want
second,
for the
Brenda,
past
hang on a
20
second.
Yeah,
minutes.
With
you're a
Randy's
fucking
defense,
piece of
hang on,
shit,
hang on a
Randy.
second now.
Fuck
Hang on,
off.
Brenda, and Randy's defense.
Fuck
I was
off.
debating Bob the Science
Fuck
Guy only
off.
recently,
Shut
and
up.
he kept on calling me an idiot
Shut up.
continually.
Shut up, you
You know,
fucking
I had
piece
to
of
suck
shit.
it up.
Fuck
You know, don't
off.
call me a piece of shit.
Fuck off.
I had to suck it up. I got triggered
Fuck
a bit.
off.
That was on me. If you
Shut
got triggered,
up.
it's on you, Brenda.
Why are you talking? Shut up.
Because I'm on the
You all
call.
shut up. Every one of you will shut up. Now, fuck off.
Right, I'm gonna call you guys back in
Fuck off.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Go fuck
We'll hang
yourself.
up. Hey,
Yo.
hey. Wow, well that escalated. I thought Brenda knew
What?
the format here.
Did Right the Hand do something wrong, or is she just claiming victim status?
I think. I mean,
Hey, I'll admit,
He was
I was a
provoking.
little harsh, but again, it's on you to not react.
I didn't hear you say. To be honest, I wasn't really listening, but I didn't hear you say anything really overtly rude. But maybe you did. I don't know. I didn't catch it. But
Hello, we're back.
yeah,
We're back.
And it said it to Brenda. It referred to Brenda as it. And that's what it was. She lost it.
Captain Bullshit. Reinvite Brenda. The thing is, right, Brenda could have left at any time. If she felt that she wasn't happy and she wasn't enjoying herself on the actual show, she could have left. Now, I hadn't originally scheduled her in to actually be on the panel, but she asked to get her to come on, which I was quite happy to do. She's been on the show before. I assumed she knew the format. You know, I take a back seat and I let everyone own their own presentation. They own their own. If they're in a debate, they own it themselves. You know, and you know, she brought the same rhetoric in that she's done for quite a long time, which is to basically try and obfuscate the point. And I know that you got triggered slightly yourself, right? The hand there, decided to trigger Brenda, so she fell into your trap. But she could have left at any time. You know, literally, she could have left at any moment. She could have hit that hang up button. You know, if she didn't feel like she was enjoying the show.
But I
We're
think
not forcing anybody to stay here.
Yeah.
You know?
But I think the problem is I think the transgender community are very very sensitive when it comes to describing who they are, and any kind of if you keep calling the wrong name, that they're likely to act like that. So I think that's what the problem was, and.
So Meekin's just saying in chat that it's because he used the word Right the Hand used the word it to reference Brenda.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I never heard that, but if he did that, well, it's a bit of a sly
To be
move.
fair, I didn't either. To be fair, I mean, it's one of those things that you hear a word often enough. You don't think.
Yeah.
You know, you're not listening to every single word. You know, obviously Brenda took offence at that.
It would have just slipped past you. It's just when she heard it, it triggered her straight away.
I think she has wanted to talk about it, or looking for the right place to discuss, what is actually going on there. But I don't think she's actually found, people willing to discuss it genuinely or something like this. But yeah, I mean, I think that's just a frustration of being labelled, an it, and I think that's just where the frustration comes from. You see, so.
Cowabunga Joe says that she was already raging before gender came into it.
Yeah,
it was slightly, I mean, when you do, I mean, I see what you guys were doing. I took a back seat, like I said. I mean, I didn't interfere in your debates. You guys were challenging Brenda on to provide proof and such, which obviously she couldn't. So, again, it's like you own your own. When you're on this show, you own everything that you bring to the table. And if you haven't got proof, people are going to point that out. Tony,
let me just correct something. Meekin's asking me to quote him fully. Let me read what he put. I didn't do justice on the previous attempt. He says, to insist on using he or she is fine, but to use the word it, in my opinion, diminishes the person using the phrase. So Right the Hand, you're going to have a reprimand there, my friend. I think that I missed it.
No, hold on. I'm gonna say this in my defense. I don't put value onto your life. You put value onto your own life. And the moment you allow somebody else to determine your value as a person, you have given up your individuality and your personhood. And that is actually what this is all about. He doesn't have individuality. He doesn't have personhood. So he is not self-confident. So he lashes out.
That shit in public, man. You know that.
Well, hold on. If you can't handle yourself like an adult, you shouldn't be on a debate panel that is talking about controversial issues. I'm sorry. And I think I just had to point that out. And
so he didn't call you a name. You called him and her a name. So you need to just say, I apologize. I didn't mean it. And we're going to go on from there. Hurry up.
Yeah. Hey, I would consider I'm as sorry for calling him a name as he is for calling me names. We called each other names.
There we go. All right, well, good. There we go.
I'm sorry.
It's no better now. Please, all right, go ahead, Randy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is generally what happens in these debates. They get heated, you know, and it's like the rumpus. Even when the rumpus was in a couple of days ago, he held himself together for a good 30-35 minutes before he started using the ad homs. You know, then it became moron, then it became stupid moron, and then idiot, and you don't do it, and then it got, you know, more and more and more. And that's what tends to happen in these situations. It's just that for whatever reason today, RightThe and Breanda just sort of like got into that pretty quick. And for whatever reason, Breanda can't handle being the term, was it? Can't handle the term it.
Well, hold on. Also, part of it came about when it was time to prove space-time is real. So it was a great deflectionary tactic from the fact that there was a circular logic going around to explain what space-time was. Space-time is flat, what shape it is, the shape is flat is not a shape, what is space-time, it's flat, what is, and so that was where the real...
To be fair, I completely agree. It could be well argued to be an absolute perfect distraction to the point that space-time is a concept. It's not real, it's based in mathematics, it's not real. Breanda won't admit that, but Breanda won't admit anything that she doesn't want to agree to because she knows that space-time, mathematically speaking, is just not real, but she wants it to be real. She needs it to be real because she wants this thing to be real. She basically wants a force. Yeah, I think that was a distraction technique, I think, to be honest.
But then again, I mean, one thing I do want on this show is I want to have civil debates. Now, obviously, tonight was anything but civil debates. You know, I mean, it was literally the total opposite of a civil debate. But ultimately, you know, I don't want, you know, I mean, Breanda tonight has just shown how triggered she can get, and people have seen that. Now, next time she comes in to debate people, they can use that tactic against her. And it's a bad trait to have if you're so easily triggered over such a, you know, if she'd have ignored it, completely just ignored it and moved past that, it's fine. I mean, as flat earthers, we're used to being called all kinds of names under the sun. You know, it's like water off a duck's back to us.
And to be honest, if you compare what happened with Breanda to the way that people like, for example, but not limited to, Mark Taylor treats people like Ranty and I mean, that's what Brenda's endured tonight is absolutely tame compared to what we've endured. And in that context, Breanda, I'm sorry, but you've not even had a taste of the medicine that we've had. And I would say in the context of the bigger picture, stop fucking moaning because we get way treated worse than you do. So in that context, behave.
Yeah, I mean...
What I don't understand more about... Sorry, go on, sorry.
No, carry on. Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I just say Breanda would have done herself a much better service if she had just stopped and said, sorry, Ranty, but I was called it there. I don't like that. You know, that would have been a better way to go about it and brought it out to the fore. Because obviously most people didn't hear that, people on the panel, and that she just lost it from there, and she just went into an absolute rage. But I mean, that didn't help her in any way. She would have been better off to just stop the whole thing in its tracks and say, sorry, now I won't be put up with being called that.
Yeah.
Well, also, in my defense, it would be no different if somebody called me a flat tard and I got just as upset. Just because the particular thing you were called, you elevate the status of how bad it is, doesn't make it worse than somebody calling me any other name. And that's all he is doing. All he is doing is trying to say, oh, it is so bad because it's against me. I can sit here and scream at RightThe for 25 minutes calling him every name in the book, but that's okay,
I agree.
Because he did something.
Yeah,
it's just nonsense.
Could you add the plain truth there, Tony, please, to the call? Yeah, I mean, what I said, you know, I mean, It's like we have had debates on here before. Brian, you was in a debate this week with Crow XE. It was the most civil debate I've ever heard. I never got involved. I literally sat back and let you guys do what you needed to do, and you handled it the way you two handled it. That's your personalities. Your personalities were calm and reasonable, and you basically just treated each other with respect, and you had a great back and forth. It wasn't as entertaining and funny as it was seeing Breanda triggered, but ultimately, you know, that's what I would prefer. But if you can't handle that situation and you react like that, you know, that shows more about your own personal character. Now, I could have been chased off Flat Earth a year and a half ago, when we had Mark Taylor phoning me up in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, phoning me up at my house, my landline that I had to keep open because my mum's ill. Right? So, having to have my phone line open and having him dox me time and time again, telephone number, address, all this kind of stuff, you know, people forget this. It's like what we have to go through. Now, that could have chased me off. Did I react over the top? Did I go batshit bananas? No. I carried on. And that was it. You know,
maybe Ranty, maybe there's a discussion there of some type of transgender. I think Breanda has something to say about this, but obviously doesn't have the platform to say it. So I don't know if that's worth considering.
I actually agree with RightThe's point. It doesn't make any difference what the attack is. It's no different to any other attack that we all get. She's just escalated it herself and claimed victim status.
No, but Anthony, we're not confused, are we, about our claims here? I mean, again, this is what I'm saying. They might want to discuss this about if there is a confusion about, you know, what you should describe them as, and you know, so that's where I'm thinking of that. Breanda would be saying, well, you don't understand. You don't get where I'm coming from. You don't understand my position and these things. And I'm just saying there probably possibly room for discussion, Ranty, you know, of giving her a platform to talk, you know, about...
Well, I have. I brought Breanda in. She had the entire platform to herself. I let her do it live, so I gave her the opportunity, if she so wanted, to even porn bomb me, because I'd had complete trust that she wasn't going to do that. And knowing how she's been in the past with what she's done to other people's things, like removing all those documents and stuff on, Crow Treble Sevens, was it? I think it was. Anyway, removing all these documents, you know, I ran the risk that she could have done something similar to me, but she didn't.
Hello.
She handled it very well. She came in, she did a full presentation. You did a debate with RightThe. You know, I mean, I didn't expect her to get as triggered as that over a comment that, to be fair, isn't, in my opinion, really bad. Not compared to the trolling we get, anyway. But that's just my own personal opinion. So, and I let it play out. I let Breanda say what she had to say. I tried to calm her down. She didn't want to know. Okay, that's fair enough. You know, maybe she'll look back and think to herself, okay, I could have handled that a bit better. Maybe I'll look back and think maybe I could have stopped the over talking, perhaps.
Do we have to go on and on and on about Breanda?